nations under the absolute control of all nations. Let both sides seek to invoke the wonders of science instead of its terrors. Together, let us explore the stars, conquer the desert, eradicate disease, tap the ocean depths, and encourage the arts and commerce. Let both sides unite to heed in all corners of the earth the command of Isaiah to undo the heavy burden and let the oppressed go free. And if a beachhead of cooperation may push back the jungle of suspicion, let both sides join in creating a new endeavor. Not a new balance of power, but a new world of law, where the strong are just, and the weak secure, and the peace preserved. All this will not be finished in the first 100 days, nor will it be finished in the first 1,000 days, nor in the life of this administration, nor even perhaps in our lifetime on this planet. But let us begin.
This is the return of the space cowboy. It's a plan that's temporary.
In your hands, my fellow citizens, more than mine, will rest the final success and failure of our cause. Since this country was founded, a generation of Americans has been summoned to give testimony to its national loyalty. The graves of young Americans who answered the call to service surround the globe. Now the trumpet summons us again, not as a call to bear arms, though arms we need, not as a call to battle, though in battle we are, but a call to bear the burden of a long twilight struggle, year in and year out, rejoicing in hope, taken in tribulation, a struggle against the common enemies of man, tyranny, poverty, disease, and war itself. And we forge against the grand global alliance, north and south, west, that can assure a more fruitful life for all mankind. Will you join in that historic effort? In the long history of the world, only a few generations have been granted the role of defending freedom in its hour of maximum danger. I do not shrink from this responsibility. I welcome it. I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all
maybe we're all gonna have to get high to get by.
And the glow from that fire can truly light the world.
This is the return.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for
This
you.
is the return.
Ask what you can do for your country.
This is the return. This is the return of the space cowboy.
Brick Love, One Love fam. Brick Love, One Love to you and yours out there on this beautiful Saturday where I'm at. I hope it's the same where you are at. Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe. It is I, Fervent Heat, back up in here today with you. Good to be back, fam. Yeah, last week was kind of a bolo for me. You know, shit happens, man. Shit happens, you know. It's called fucking life. We all got our things going on, and I'm glad I could be up here today with all of you. I am. And I'm looking forward to getting into evidence. You know that. Spartan's not going to be in today or tomorrow. I think he's going to take a little bit of a rest um, and take care of some stuff. But you never know with Spartan. He can show up at any time. So, we know how he is and we love him for it. And we wish you well, brother. We hope that you're resting now and feel great. And Brick Love, One Love to you. Absolutely. The creator of this platform, Melted Red Brick University, the Chill Out Zone, the Sunday Easy, and everything in the middle up here on this platform. Thank you, brother, for your diligence in your passion. Thank you, brother. Yeah, here we are again, fam. Here we are again. And good to see all of you coming back up in here. We've got Melanie. There you are, baby. Good to see you, Mel. Hope you and yours are doing well, honey. Beast, there you are. There you are, brother. Good to see you too. Bruce, Melted Syracuse, New York. There you are. We got Nate X up in here, giving some Brick Love, One Love out there. Beast fan, absolutely. And more coming in. More coming in. And it's the Chill Out Zone, baby. That's where we're at, and this is what we do. So we usually open up with memes and all that, Laughing Eagle flying in and doing his thing. So we're going to have to kind of, get into our stash and dig around in it for a little bit until he gets back with that. But you know what he's about. He'll come back full force with the memeage. But yeah, it is I up in here again today and just hanging out with you. And looking forward to getting into some melt, looking forward to getting into some dialogue, maybe. We'll see. I'll be throwing the link out here in just a second. If you want to grab it, come up in, hang out, cool. If you want to show some evidence, cool, can do that. If you want to come up and make a statement, if you're new up in Melted Red Brick University, new up in here in the Chill Out Zone, you want to come up in and introduce yourself, very cool. You can do that as well. We're an open forum of deep thinkers that see this realm in a different way. The things that we've learned as our educators have ingrained in us, we're seeing now that's not necessarily true as far as the layout of this so-called landscape that we live on, this terra firma that we all call home. We see things a little bit different now because the evidence has showed us this. It's nothing made up. It's just something observed. And we've been observing this melt forever now, our whole lives. And a lot of the older generation are waking up to this, and it's a paradigm shift for any generation, really. When you objectively look at this evidence and you use your common sense and critical thinking, it's apparent. And that's what we do is, we get into the meltology, brickology of this circuit board as far as we can see, the remains of it. And, we say circuit board because, again, this is what the evidence is describing and showing to us, that this realm that we live on, we see that it was hit with an electrical heat energy from the bottom up, expanding everything out. These brick mediums, these evidence that we see laying all over this realm, okay, have massive heat damage on a scale that's only produced by something, at this level, something that we can only fathom. And the evidence shows us this in the bricks. And when we start seeing the bricks, we start seeing the structures. When we start seeing the structures, we start seeing the massive sizes of them. We start seeing them blending into what we call geology. They are one of the same. The buildings, the remnants, the remains of it we see are one of the same with the geology. So one of the two has to be wrong. And this is what we show through the evidence. It really is. We got some really good meltologists out there posting up evidence, Melted Red Brick University, and many other platforms out there with brilliant meltologists just hammering as hard as we have for a long time now, live streaming. A lot of new people catching on to this and finally seeing that are making great videos and putting it together with their own vibe and their music and putting it out there for all to see. It's artistic in its form, and it's paradigm shifting in its message. Really, it is. And we've come so far in this. We really have. With all these newcomers coming in and getting a hold of it and making it theirs, because it's all ours. We share it together. This knowledge, this vision that we have. And, that's what we do up in here, is we try to awaken minds, alter your perspective on what you're seeing, giving yourself a chance to set aside what you think you know and see at what you're really looking at. And then you deciding what's going on with the evidence compared to what you've been taught. And, that's what we do. We challenge your critical thinking. We challenge you to set aside your dogmas, your formal education on things, and just set aside and pay attention to the evidence. That's all it's about. You don't have to be of some special college degrees or anything. Really, you just got to be able to think, observe, and it's that simple. It really is. It really is. So, just giving you a breakdown, Melted Red Brick University, meltology is what it's about. Well, there's a little in a nutshell for you. We get into evidence up in here, which we'll be doing soon. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link out there for anybody that wants to come in and hang out. You can do that and have fun. Boom. There you go. Little gift from Spartan Red, Mike Hunt, Meltology Inc. Yep, right there. So yeah, if you want to grab that, come on in. I'll be looking for you. I'm going to get a little background music going here, a little something to listen to in the back. And I'll be flowing through some evidence for just a little bit and see where it takes us. There we go. Something soothing. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, man, a little kickback. Kick back, take it easy on a Saturday in the chill out zone. Yeah, fam, I'm going to flow into some evidence here. See who else is up here first off in the chat. Thank you all for being here. Esther, there you are. Brick Love Honey. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah, if you're up here in the chat and I'm in the evidence and you want to come in, just throw it out there in the chat. Let me know that you want your backstage, and I can get you on up in here. Yeah, fam, I like to do this, just chill out. It's hard to talk about this with people in general, really. I'm fortunate to live close by to Truth Seeker 69 and talk with her frequently now. And it's really refreshing to have somebody of like mind that obviously gets it. And because, we research for this evidence, we post it, and we dialogue on it. But, within the forum and stuff, this is really where it's just kept within the communities. But, we have making an impact. We've got, so many joining Melted Red Brick University now. I know we're up over 13,000 and climbing. And it's wonderful. People are really seeing it and showing it by posting up evidence, getting into the page. If you want to get into a little bit more and learn more about it from some people that have been up doing this for a while, we encourage you, please come on up in here and hang out and meet and learn and ask questions and teach. It's about each one teaching one, and that's what we try to do. We don't know it all. In fact, we really don't know shit. The most important thing, though, that we know, though, is that we've been deceived and we've been lied to pretty much about everything. And that's many rabbit holes out there to dive down later. But our little hole here is mythology, and we keep it with it's for that reason. It's really speculative about it. Really, it is or it isn't. It is geology or it's meltology. It can't be both. They transitioned into each other too much. The evidence is clear. They're one of the same. They're melted buildings, and we can pick it up and show it to you. You can pick it up and show it to me and others. That's the evidence. It's not written in a statement, a document, a picture, a drawing, etching. No, this is actual hands-on. Here you go. Here's a melted brick. Please explain it. That's where we're at with this evidence. And that's why so many won't step up to the plate, academic-wise, because they don't like to confront uncomfortable truths. And it is a truth. It is a truth. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yeah, Beast, it is cool. Jen's a beautiful soul. She really is. And she's such a movement with us and such a force in this with her work and her channel. And many others out there. Mark Galot, for Melted Reality, another brother, in the melt, been around forever with this. And just doing great work, putting it up, posting up in Melted Red Brick University as well. Thank you, Mark. Love you, brother. Thank you. And, James out there as well, still posting up evidence, and many others out there posting up evidence that hopefully will find their way back up here to the nest. But yeah, we're all just out here trying to fucking survive. Really, when you get down to it, our ability to get into this and do what we do with it, at the same time trying to fucking live day to day with everything going on, it is what it is, man. We just find the time to do it. It is a passion. Once you see it and you really see it, you can't unsee it. And, we are of that mindset there. I'm just looking at the chat. Good, Esther, you're chilling. I hope y'all are chilling out there. Spark them if you got them, fam. You know what to do. You know what to do. In fact, let me do this with you real quick. We're going to get into some melt here, but, got to do certain things ready first. Get in the headspace, really.
I heard you was doing my joint so beautiful. You and the guys doing it over, and I really feel like, I really feel honored. I mean, it's a good thing that you picked that song, because I think it's important that women know how beautiful they actually are, despite whatever may be going on in the world these days. When it comes to women, how they feel about the way that they look, how men think about them, what they think men expect of them. I don't think that truly matters at the end of the day, because the only thing that really matters is how you see yourself, 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 how you see yourself.
Isn't that true, fam? How we see ourselves doesn't matter who thinks what about you out there. It's how you see yourself that's truly important. And we have to remind ourselves of that. It's the conditioning of the learning of the human condition. And meltology helps me with that, and I know it helps you with that out there as well. And it focuses me, it centers me, and it helps me, get by as well. Yeah, fam, just waiting to see if anybody's going to pop in. I'm going to get into some evidence here real quick, just getting a little background going on. There we go. That'll work. We got Mr. Beast fan up in here. Nate X. Esther. Juju, there you are, baby. Melted Syracuse, New York. Bruce. Absolutely. We'll be flying in later. We got Melanie up here, of course. Love you, baby. Yeah, Spartans can be taking a little bit of time off, but you never know when he'll be back. I know he's watching now, and I love you, dude. I love you, brother. Ballast Kiss up here. There's Ballast Kiss. He's taking a break, Ballast Kiss. He's resting right now, man. He'll be back. Absolutely. He's doing good. Just talked to him yesterday. Looks great. Sounds great. Just needs some time. He's got some physical stuff that he's got to work on, and it takes it out of him a bit. He's got to get up and get around and keep himself moving and stuff, and that tires him. So we all know what he's recovering from, and the amount of work he's done with this and for us and with us. He deserves that time, and obviously take well deserved. I feel your love, Ballast Kiss, and your care as well, bro. We all do. And Spartan knows that. He really does. MRBW, Mark Jameson. There you are, dude. There you are, man. There you are, man. Good to see you, Mark. Yeah, man. We got some heavy hitters flying up in here right now. Yes, we do. Oh, Melanie, you know what's up. You know what's up, honey. Y'all chatting amongst yourselves. Yes, great time. In Jen's stream the other night, just being in the chat, seeing quite a few of you over there. Fun time. And that's what we all do. We get together in these camps that we all love and know each other in, and we break down the melt and really funky stuff, and buck with each other, because that's why we love each other. So yeah. Good to see everybody up here. Yeah, man, like I said, hit me in the chat if you want to come up in. I'm going to get into some evidence here, and we're just going to drift for a little bit. I hope the music's not too loud. Maybe I can bump it up just a little bit more. There we go. That'll work. Right on, fam. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to chill tonight in the zone, get into some melt. You know me, I like to get a little in depth in the melt. And, I do that. And you can find my posts up on Melted Red Brick University homepage. And you can see me under Anonymous, because that's the only way I can get evidence in Melted Red Brick University. It'll only let me post up Anonymous, not under Fervent Heat right now. So, it is what it is, man. I just get up here and I show evidence, and just say, really, stuff that everybody fucking knows about already. So, nothing I can do about it, but I still get to put them in under Anonymous. So a lot of times you'll know my work, my evidence that I post and how I break it down. And, it's about seeing things that just don't look right. You look at them and you think, well, something's not right about that, but most just pass it on like it's not even there. It's just part of the landscape. When it's obviously something different. And you look at it and you see that it's not geology. What you're seeing in front of you that you call geology is attached to something up here that's not geology. And we see that this is all attached together. So geology made this, then I guess geology made that too. It's all fused together. We can find the same brick in this that we can down in here, all throughout here. It's the same thing. It's what we do, man. We're living on a melted circuit board made up of a red brick medium with piezoelectric forces combined with etheric and hydraulic energies created a system so unimaginable to us. It's hard to even show the evidence that it was here. Most people don't get it. But this is what we see. This free energy system went haywire. Something happened. Something electrified the surface and subsurface of this realm that we live on. And we're starting to see. We're starting to show. We're starting to talk. We're starting to listen. We're starting to hear. We're starting to think. What causes brick to do this? We're starting to see signs in the state of matter of electrical currents. We got hit with an energy so intense from below that it imploded this realm. It imploded this realm. This realm fell out in the bottom. It melted everything from the bottom up and the inside out, and it sank down into itself. And the electrical, etheric, hydraulic energies running through this realm crash. Changing the state of matter so fast that hardly anything escaped it. Just fragments like this laying around baffle our academics. Hold on, fam. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. It's not the one I wanted. There we go. You can go on the hunt and find the evidence anywhere. There isn't a special place that doesn't have the melt or only has the melt. The melt is everywhere. And we even grab them from older pics like this. I got this one off of somebody that posted up. I forget where, but I took it. And highlighted it and clicked it back. But we see, you know, even deep underground, long time ago, people down kicking around. What is this over here? It looks like bone to me, but this is what I'm paying attention to right here. This piece hanging down right here is block. This is structure right there. All this back here is structure right there, right angle right here. It's about looking past, looking through the evidence to see the evidence. Looking up top, looking at the texture, the expansion, the color, the differentials. This is how I see it. I see it everywhere. Just some stuff that I was looking at. Hold on, fam. Wrong file. What the fuck? Wanted to get into this one here. I showed this before years ago, but I wanted to bring it up again because I think it's a very fascinating piece of evidence. And I've tried to break it down many a times. I'm doing it once again for the new ones up in here. With evidence like this, the first thing that my eyes really focused on was this white spot in the middle. And the reason I focused on it is because nothing else around it looked like it. I also noticed the vertical structure of it all. See these lines? One goes here, another in the middle here, and then one over here. See how we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of pieces standing vertical? That caught my attention as well. And I know that this is the top because there's the trees up there, and there's where people walk and stuff. So this is so-called cliff right here. Okay, and this is meltology right here. Most will that's just geology. They won't even classify it as anything else other than just geology, with their terms for these, you know, different compositions of the melt. Their limestone, sandstones, all of that stone, you know. And what we're claiming is these are buildings. These are brick structures with renditions attached, melted into them. Absolutely, that's what we're saying. Absolutely, that's what we've said. And this is one of them that I kind of see this right here. And I see this white spot right here, and I'm focusing in on it. And it looks different to me. It looks like there's a chest plate pattern on it. See the artistic in this? It looks like a shoulder and a elbow, upper or forearm melted off coming down here. This is expanded, lost in the melt here. And it looks like the torso extends down. We even see the chest plate here. Not sure what that is in the middle there. But we see how it comes down in here to the abdomen area, along with the belly button right there. Or whatever this is around it. It's artistic design. And then the hip coming down, leg, foot melting down into the structure. I don't know, man. Could be wrong, man. Could be wrong. Could be pareidolia. I don't know. But I don't think so. Because if we look up here above, we see this expansion piece right here, and this is in the shadows down here. And when I get into it right here, I don't know, fam. You tell me. Does that look like a melted face to you? See how it's more crystal and cooked out here? This is all scorchy around it here. See how it just pops off of this? See that? This is all melt over here as well. All of it's melt. We can see how it sank down into itself, and see how they're shifting, they're stacking, like falling over, like boom, boom, boom. Got jammed up by this one over here. See that? These expanded, collapsed down, leaned over into this one here. This one's standing a little bit more vertical here, but it's all structure. It's all building. That had massive renditions attached to them, man. We've already seen it in the melt many times. Many times. This almost looks rendition-y right here as well. This dark piece right here coming off here, I'm seeing crystallization and definition right here. Let's see if I can do it. It's like it has a crest form with something right here. Yeah, man. That's what I like. This is what I love to do, is just get into this. And you know, there's so much out there in meltology to pay attention to. Most people will see a bug and they'll focus on the bug, but they're not going to focus on the melted brick right there. Why is the brick scorched? Why is it black? It's obviously brick. What happened to it? This one looked glazed up here. See it? Crystallizing up here. See that? This is meltology, baby. Walking out your back door, going to your downtown, a lot of, you know, these kind of places, you know, off the beaten path a little bit on a back road or something, and they're all over the place, and you can see them automatically. You know, if you're a meltologist, what you're seeing. How did they build this right here? What is this that the water is truly flowing over? It's not geology. This is part of a structure, is what the water's flowing over. It's all brick. It's attached to this, part of the same building. The waterfall deceives you. It separates, kind of, you know, distracts. Beautiful, obviously, but it's part of this. This building right here is part of the structure that the water's falling over. Yeah, man, a lot of freaky shit out there. I don't know, man. I just sometimes take a screenshot. This is a group of divers, special forces divers, that have a little area after they graduate that they all go to. And do their thing. But this is a little monument of theirs down underwater somewhere. Hey? I just found it interesting, man. Just trying to pop the texture on this thing. See exactly, you know, as much as I can on it. This stuff intrigues me, man. Intrigues me. Why this? Why not a huge seal or a trident or whatever? Why this? Or was this here found and just attached down here? They attached down here. This is all new up in here, but this here is just suspect to me, man. It's just really suspect to me. It's got melt, man. It's got melt, and that's what intrigues me. I'll jump out here just a second, see if there's somebody backstage. If you're backstage, just hang out a second, man. Yeah, this right here, there was an earthquake that just rocked over in India or Asia somewhere. And this thing's been standing forever, and now it's kind of fallen apart. It's the 200-year-old brick monastery. Appeared to be largely destroyed. Obviously captured my attention because I want to see what's under this thing. And what do we see once again? Carbon 14, brick, block. So this thing was covering up this mess right here. It's really what it was doing. This was a temple, beautiful. It was a piece of antiquitech, maybe. Its design is obviously tech. Obviously tech. These are the things that I like to try to see what I can glean from it. If there's any metal pole sticking up, if there's anything attaching. And I'm sure there's grounds and all kinds of metal coming off this thing that went down into this right here. It's a gathering, energy gathering device. Yeah, man. Just some funky brick pattern that caught my eye. This is off of somebody's evidence in the group. I kind of clicked it back into the comments at them, I think. But this is some of the stuff that I highlighted. This is a wall here. And I just seen some funky patterning right here, as you can probably see too, fam. Caught my eye. Yeah, man, this caught my eye too. I'm sure you've all seen this before out there. You know, this is a huge piece right here. Why is this here? How is this here? What's this underneath it? How far down does it go? How big is it? What's it part of? Because it's attached to your mountain back here. See? Transitioning's right there. This in the front and this in the back, this underneath are part of the same structure. Part of the same structure. Yeah, this one was off a post by Bradley Coding. Brad, I hope you're watching, you and your wonderful wife, Krista. Always, just made moderators, by the way, in Melted Red Brick University, Krista and Bradley Coding. Congratulations and thank you for your work and your love and your sharing of your evidence, being part of this family, this melted family that we are. This is off of Bradley's post here, and we've seen this many a times before. We've seen this many a times before, but most people pay attention to this down here, which is amazing. It's amazing. But what the hell is this up here? Well, again, when you get back to your Meltology 101, your key fundamentals, okay, the electrical heat energy came from the bottom up and expanded everything from the inside out, like toothpaste in a tube. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. This is an expansion from the internals coming through, hanging over these windows, the structure down below. See how it expanded out? See how all of this just came shooting through here? See that? And all this mess in the middle. See up here? See, it's like a shell. See, it's like a shell. See that? That's the outer shell of this expansion coming through. It's shoving its way through. And this is the hottest part right here because of the color in it, the crystallization in it. This was very, very hot. And this is just a molten mess of the internals getting electrical heat energy, changing the state of matter into liquefaction where it stood in its original structural framing. Okay. And it just melted so fast, and it's shoving this out through us, through this aperture, through this expansion up above, coming through this aperture here. And we can see it, you know. You got to have the eyes, really, when you get into meltology, brickology and stuff, man. And I'm showing you the shell of the internals getting expanded in the melt and getting shoved through. And I'm showing it right here. See all this colored? And I'll do this, okay? I'll do this. So you'll get a better idea of what I'm talking about. All of this right here. See all this internal? All this right here? That's what's left of the internals, the shape and structure of it. Melting. This was very hot. The state of matter, this was liquefied. This was between a solid and a liquid, okay? And it's expanding like a ghost is shoving the formations of the internals out towards us in the melt. And that's why we're seeing the sporadic heat differential going on here. See how the white, that's very hot and cooked out. All the dark is the C14 getting cooked out of the brick in the expansion. We can see it right here. See this gap? See this gap? It goes back further. There's internals back here. Okay? And all this is melting, getting pushed forward towards us. And this is just getting squeezed out again, like toothpaste in a tube. And then the electrical heat energy stopped. And that's what remains. All this down below remained. We can even see the crystallization down below here in the brick. The state of matter definitely changed in the brick. You don't build like this. This is all melted, heat damaged. You can even see it in the transitioning down below right here. Okay, it's all heat damaged. Yeah. All right, I'm going to just jump backstage for a minute, see if anybody's here, and then I'll carry on. All right, I don't see anybody back there. All right, I'm going to click back into it real quick. Let me get into the chat. You get into the chat, man, I'll take a quick one with you. Just chill for a second, see what's going on. Yeah, it's the Chill Out Zone, Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. Melt that like button, please. Moderators, thank you for all your work. Again, Bradley and Krista Cody, congratulations on new moderators for us. You know, we attract a lot of people now, a lot of people coming in. I just put out a welcome notice, and, you know, the list is long. Again, and, you know, we get a lot of beautiful souls, and everybody that comes in is a beautiful soul. Don't get me wrong. It's some are a little misguided. And, you know, they get up in here and, you know, they just put themselves on a certain way, you know, and it's about respect and love up in here. And showing evidence and giving critical analysis of what you're looking at, all right? That's what we want, deep thinkers that ask questions, okay? Not trolls and shills up in here trying to just make conflict. You know, that's just so negative, man. We're high vibe up in here. You know, we really want to be a high vibe up in here, and we are. Speaking of high vibes, we got Curtis 47. Yo, brother. Brick Love, dude. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a great day. We got Chief Joseph, Black Mirror Walker, Geology George, Red Brick Bob. Brick Love, brother. Yeah, I hit you in the chat in yours last night or the other night when I was in Jen's chat, kind of working both at the time. And I'm glad to see you're out pumping the melt, Chief. You know, you're a solid soldier, brother. And, you know, like, share, and subscribe to Chief Joseph, Red Bricks right there. You know, he comes in like he does, man, hangs out, has a good time, breaking, you know, showing some meltology, showing some Desmond Anthony, breaking maybe down some Daniel Murray, or, you know, getting with the chat and the crew, man, you know, just melt heads out there, just coming together. You know, you can find that there in Chief's stream. Red Bricks, Brick Love, man. Love you, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, man. All right, fam, I'm going to dive back in. Oh, there's great stuff. Hi, baby. Good to see you. Thank you for you and your work, and Bradley and your wonderful family out there where you're at on the hunt, you know, teaching yours, waking people up. That's what we do. Thank you, sweetheart. Good to see you. Absolutely, you know. Oh, we love you too, baby. I love you too. I do. I really do. You know, it's never really met a bunch of great souls, beautiful souls that, you know, here out there, it's crazy. I just, this right here, I connect with you, feel you. I do. You know. Yeah, just going through the chat here real fast, fam. Yeah. I see y'all out there. I see y'all out there. Yeah. Beautiful thing. Really is. Really is. All right, fam. Real fast. Hang on just a second. Yeah, that's what time it is. All right, here we go. I'll bump through for a little bit longer, change up the background music just a little bit. Something with a little bit more pop to it. I remember this one. I like this one a lot. Yeah. Yeah. All right, fam, here we go. Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe. It is I, Fervent Heat, back up in the nest tonight with the Eagle Eye crew, the fam, breaking it down like we do. That's what we do up in here. Speaking of breaking it down, let's fucking break it down. Let's go, fam. Let's get on the hunt. Let's fly through some evidence. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on and keep up. Hang on and keep up. Yeah, bam. Here we go, fam. Evidence right here. If you're ever out on the beach and you see something like this, doesn't it look a little peculiar to you? This is where the waves are hitting, okay? They've been hitting here forever. What's this? This is brick. This is structure. See up here? See that? This is all structure. Brick. Boom. We call it evidence, baby. Again, your coastlines, man. Take a better look at them next time when you go buy them. Pay attention to what you're looking at. That's what we do. We observe this realm a little bit more critical than others. And what you're told in geology is we see something different. They'll tell you that they taught us that this is all sedimentary layers, whatever their narratives are, okay? But we're asking questions, okay? You know, sedimentary layers, what's going on over here? Where there's structure, right there. Again, crystallization. This is not sedimentary layer. This is structure. All of this. This is a vertical going up here. We got horizontal brick lines here. Color differentials. We got red brick C14 going all the way through it. All the way through it. The state of matter changed. This place imploded within itself, sinking down. See how we've got one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, probably more back here, verticals. Boom, 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 spaced. Platformed across the top. Line here. Apertures here. Right angles here. This is very structured. That's what we see when we're breaking down the evidence. It's easy to gloss over, man. When you get into them, you never know what you'll find. This is definitely rendition to me. This is definitely something left over here. It's a broken piece maybe, but this is structure. This is structure. Part of what this used to be. Yeah, man, just out there in the ocean, man. Been there forever with waves just like this and bigger crashing in over it. Okay. Is this erosion too? Is this sedimentary layers as well? What's going on with this piece? Is this tectonic plate shift? It looks very structural to me. Doesn't it to you? Doesn't it look like a building leaning over? See how it's got a turret piece right here? See how this stands out up here? Then it kind of tapers down over to here. Comes this way. And this is leaning back. This is coming back. Looks like it's falling down in. And this remaining part of the structure is what's sticking out of the top. Floodwaters came in. There it is. You know. You can even see down under here. The underside of this. See that? See that? See that opening right there? What we're looking at right here are two columns. Boom. Boom. This is a big aperture right here. This is a big opening right here. This is all expansion right here. All this around is all expansion. This is actually buckled right here. See this wall right here? See this piece right here? See this line right here? See this big open gap right here? This buckled. This thing melted apart and buckled right here. There's a big something coming off right here too. Look. That structure. This is a column piece going up here. Attached to the wall down below, we can see the column's length up top. looks fucking rendition-y to me. I've been looking at melt too long. But the color differentials show how hot it was up in here. Over here, we come back over here, column number 2, sinking down this way, down into the water. Boom, right here. Expanded, tilting down into the floodwaters. Same with these structures right here, or what remains of them. That's what's left. That's what's left. This really looks strange to me right here. You can see the melt flow over the top here. Color differentials right here. This looks strange right here. See the straight line coming this way right here? See this right here? And this piece coming off. I look for things in the block. This one all expanded in block, but what I'm looking for is some kind of definition of artistic design, of brick, of block, and it's all here. I can see it in the expansion. It's just all expanded. The state of matter changed everything in these structures. And I'm seeing ghosted out stuff of the structure in the shell in a lot of these right here. I try to work them where I can go like this and then pop the color differentials on them a bit and try to highlight a little better by taking away the color and seeing what stands out in the definition and the highlight. See where patterns start forming. And then I work with it and play with it a little bit and bring back the C14. And that's how I hunt for the melt. That's what I do when I get into my evidence. I look at this back here. See this lip up here? How it comes out? See up top here how it stair steps down and then it really comes out right here and then sways back in and then goes down straight right here? See that? Why is that? What is that? Is that tectonic plate shift or erosion right there? It doesn't look like it. It looks like something pancaked down onto itself. Because that's exactly what happened. I'm looking at flat edges down here too. And we'll see a lot of times apertures just like this. See them? Right here. We got something right here. This run was massive. And again, it was hit with an electrical heat energy that did this. We got the melt flow right here. Look how hot and intense this was. This is all structure down below. This is all expanded, pulverized brick structure. In the state of matter, we got this right here, and then we got this over here. We start getting into these balloon rocking. See this? All this laying in here. See that? And then it goes to what's behind it back here. And we got the transitioning into this back here. You know, I just grab shots like this and I fuck with them, man. I spend a little time with them. And I just go to things that attract my attention, man. I've showed thousands of pics. I've seen thousands and thousands just from Spartan alone, not including everybody else out there that showed thousands and thousands of pieces of evidence. We've all seen so much evidence, you know. If you don't, you know, it all just becomes, if you're new up in here and you get this evidence gets overwhelming to you, is because there's just a flood of it. It's overwhelming to the point where it boggles your mind. But we've already cleared the path for you, and we've broken down the evidence, and we actually classified it and gave it names. You know, balloon rock, rock curtaining, mortar snot, expansion, electrical heat energy, transitioning, nodes, all kinds of other names that we use to describe what we're seeing. Geologists came up with their little names for it and started giving it names and making it the truth that they taught you in school. We went through the indoctrination process and it doesn't make sense to us, and we're challenging that now. Because there's the evidence right there. And right here. This is all brick. This is all perfectly fine brick structure. This is what it looks like now. Where's the rest of the building? It's right here. It's out under there. It's everywhere. You can grab random shots. It's everywhere. We got people walking down here. This is a real place. People go here. It's been around there forever. It's proven that it is what it is. It's called something else, but we're calling it a melted structure. We absolutely are. We call it a melted structure because it is. What we're seeing right here is what these people are standing right here. See, the electrical heat energy came from the bottom up and the inside out. See? Same pic. I just took the C14 out of it, showing the crystallization. The hottest part, how it expanded. And we can see the expansion through the color. The darker is the carbon 14 still left in the brick. See? And turned all these structures into your mountains. Sticking up, leaning over, leaning to the left, leaning to the right. You know how it is. Yeah, these buildings are doing it all. Some toppled over, we've seen that. Some sinking straight down into their own imprint eggshelling out, expansion covering up the definition of the details to the exterior of the structures. We see that in the crystallization. We see that in the coloration through the distribution of the electrical heat energy that's shot through this realm. I try to help. I do. I know there's a lot out there that don't see what we're talking about stuff. So I do what I got to do sometimes. And I put it out. And, hopefully this helps what we're talking about, but it's really not that hard. Aperture right there. It's got some kind of bush growing out right there. But we see how it recesses back in. It's got a arch shape up here, and we see a column piece right here, and the other one over here expanding out towards it this way. And that's exactly what you should see with a fucking arch, is 2 columns, one on each side of it. Yeah, man. This melt's been around forever. It has not been pictured the way that it looked before the melt. Those mystical places that we call Atlantis, Shambhala, Shangri-La, Eden, Heaven, Hell, many other names, Valhalla, all these other names, okay? We're on it. We're standing on it. We've been living off of it for all of our existence. Even back at this shot right here, these people crawling all over it, marveling at it. I bet you they weren't calling it fucking geology back then. At least not this right here. These guys are amazed by it, man. They got a selfie. They got a photo shoot with it. This is a structure. It's a building. Part of one anyway. The blocks down below, scorched, block, and then layers of brick ash, imploded structure. All the way up. Color differentials, man. See the C14 at the bottom? It's bleeding out up top. Oh yeah, I search all kinds of shit, fam. Yeah. Know all about them fuckers from a long time ago. Again, we have another structure laying on its side right here. I demonstrated it with the arrow, the angle of the lean. See it? See it? The tilt of this thing here going back. See the angle this guy's standing right here? This way? See that? This thing fell back this way and it cut in. It's to whatever he's standing on right here. The angle and direction that this thing is setting down here is different from this thing coming back here. This thing came in here, melted back here, along with this one back here. See how all these are melted back? See it? See the slope back here? Structure up top, right angle, color differentials. You can see the apertures even ghosted out right there. Same thing back here. See how this thing just got melted the fuck out over here? Look at this thing. This wall piece back here on the left. Look. See how it goes and it's lost in the melt? See how it goes from these big boulders right here? See the structuring right here, aperture down here, and how it just blends in with the hillside right here. And then we have an aperture right here. See it? And ghosted out internals right here. See how they're disintegrating in the brick ash? See it? In this pocket? See it? See how the structure bends back up in here? Look. See it now? See how it sank down? My cursor is at the bottom left over here. See it? Follow it up. See how it's going up at an angle, dips down here, and then comes all the way back up this way. This imploded right here, man. This is sinking down into itself, dude. This is sinking down into itself. This piece up here is just setting down into itself, man. Boom. All of this up here is part of the same structure. All of this is part of the same structure. Even back here, behind him, we see remnants of the structure sticking up out of the metal. Look. Look. See it poking up out of the melt? Look. It's all melt flow in here, just disintegration, but we got this here. We got these here. See, boom, boom, boom. Even up back here, see? Look at that. Look at that. Even down below here. See it? Watch. We have the walls of these internals down here. See it? Boom, 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 all the way down. This up here is disintegrated melt flow and implosion. Look at color differentials once again. See how cooked out it was? See that? Flowing out, just flowing out, sinking down into itself. Just, oh man. This big piece right here, man, how big it is. Sinking back, all of this in here, imploded out at the bottom. Imploded out at the bottom. Look how it goes down into the melt. Look how this all just transitions down into this. Look at that. Look at that. Just toppled over, cut its way right through this right here. This had to have shoved this way. As this came down and fell back into here, and you can see it push back, this back in here, and this bulge that he's standing on right here. See, it's coming this way because this is shoved this forward right here our way. Pushed it. See the melt flow back here of the structure sinking down into the melt. Yeah, man. I break it down. Anything that I can pick out, I see, I break it down. This is going crystal right here. See how it's really bleeding out the carbon-14 in here? Got balloon rocking going on right here. See this in here? This is just folding melt flow right here. See how this is coming down right here? Look. See the lines right here, the separation lines, the ghosting, whatever this part of the structure is right here, it's right here in the scorching. See how all this is white back in here? See that? See that? And we come down to right here and it gets a little different. We start getting really scorchy looking shit right there. Something here, color differentials here, lines right here, vertical lines, you got something here, and we got something here. Then this is solid all the way back here. That's how I break down the melt, man. This is how you learn to read the melt. Color differentials. It's hard to describe what part of the structure that we're seeing, but we know it's part of the structure because it was attached to this all back here, because all of this is building as well. All of it. That's right. That's what we're claiming, man. For extraordinary claims, man, you got to have extraordinary evidence. And that's what we've been trying to provide for the last 4+ years up here doing live streams. Doing this exact same thing right here that we're doing now. Waking people up, man, because there's somebody out there in the crowd right now that's watching, that's not commenting, and they're checking it out. They're listening to me run my fucking mouth up here going through this stuff. And, hopefully you're seeing it. And hopefully you start seeing it and start researching it and joining Melted Red Brick University and posting your evidence and coming in and breaking it down with us, because that's why we're here. This is what we do. If you're out there promoting meltology, brickology, and you're posting up in Melted Red Brick University and you got your own flow going on with the melt and stuff like that, you post up your evidence, we're honored to show your work. And I'll show it tomorrow in the Sunday Easy when we come back in here in the nest, breaking down the page, breaking down your evidence in Melted Red Brick University and doing exactly what we're doing here with them and giving you some kudos for your work, for your observations, for your input, for your involvement, man, because that's what it's about. When you spread this, you have to have involvement, or what's the point? What's the point? Trying to wake people up to see what we're talking about. Yeah, man. If you're a meltologist, you know what the arrows mean. I'm trying to direct your focus into certain spots when I place the arrows. I say this because somebody asked me in the comment, what are all the arrows for? So now we know. Yeah, baby. Melted Red Brick University. Like, share, and subscribe. It is I Forever Indeed up in here, showing that if you went to a vacation here at this spot right here, you were walking amongst the ruins of melted structures. You were going in and buying your coffee, your gift shop items, whatever you want to eat on your lovely vacation, the place that you might be renting for the week. Is all on melted buildings. If this is a building down here, what's this up here? Part of the same thing. This is all a structure. See our terracing from our skyline down to the water line? See the shape of this thing? See the shape of it in general? Look at the face of it over here, man. Look at the face of this thing right here. You see apertures ghosted out in that? I do. I see all kinds of stuff in this. See this? This is not geology. This is a building. All of this is a structure. What remains of it, what we're looking at is an eggshell pulverization of this building imploding down onto itself, fusing to itself as it's sinking down in. The amount of energy created internally as it was consuming itself extended the expansion of the material outward. See the ghostly, the color differentials of the face right here? This is about as close as you're going to get to the stucco in some of these spots right here. The outer shell. The rest is just blown out, crystallized internals. Man. Something big right here. Something right here on this corner. See this? This is the corner right here of this piece. See how it's all faced this way? Then you get right here and it all starts going back this way. See this corner piece right here? See how it's rounded out up here? It's part of this vertical that went up this way. We got another section right here. See how it expands up this way, and then we got this piece that comes out this way. See that? All the top of this building. Then they just form this fence line into the remains of the top of the structure up here. All of it. They snaked a road. We got a gap right here. We got an aperture right here. Big arch right there. Another one blown out right there. We got this separation line right here. See this part of the structure? See how it sank down right here? There's part of the shell of the wall right here. See it? Boom. See all this sinking down right here? See that? Imploding right here. We still see crystallization and apertures up here. Rich with C14 packed up in here. All throughout this thing is carbon 14 laden. All of it. Yeah, we go fast up in here, man. It's all structure, man. I'm just looking at color differentials, lines, again, lines, okay? Lines, implosion, obvious structure. See how this comes out over here once again? See that? See how this is rounded up here? See that? And then it goes back this way, man. It's all structure. It's all building. Again, there's the arrows. If you don't know what I'm putting out, they don't build walls like this. And this is on the ocean too. This is where the sea comes in. This is sand. You don't build like that. These walls were brick and they're heat damaged. Once again, the remnants of it right there. All in the structure. Oops. Another place of big money. Going to these places right here is big money. Mucho dinero. Absolutely big money, man. Tourist traps right here. Hell yeah, all your big execs, people want to get away. Hey man, what a better place to come and visit, right? Look at that shit, big money. Eating your favorite little restaurants down in here, big money, man, big money. And it's all here on melted ruins, man, melted buildings. It's obvious. This thing's been here a very long time. All this brickwork has been here for as long as, well, they've documented our history, man. All this is here already. See it? It's all part of the mountain. See how the building is the mountain and the mountain is the building? What it's really saying is geology is full of shit. Right down here, man. See how the melt is different? This is different right here. See how flat it is in these spots? See that? We get over here, we got our flow lines here, expansion. See that? Here's the structure right here. There's the foundation of this building right here. It's this right here. Our lines, expanding, scorching, is sinking down. Look. See the flow of it coming down? Yeah, man, that's a popper. Even this little bridge thing across here. See it? It's part of the melt. Look at that. It goes underneath into the melt. Look. All of this area is melted structure. Look at the brickwork down here. Even down under the water is building. Yeah, man. People out there driving their boats in and out of this, man. This is all big money down in here. Can you imagine what a docking space cost here? Look at all this. This is big money. Look at the people down here, man. Look how they're just flooded up in here. Look at that. Like ants, man. Ants. And they all can't wait to do what they're going to do for their day, man, but they're really not paying attention as they pull out in their boats to go on their little rides. That this fucking building, this obvious structure that they're floating past, that they're crawling on, how tiny they are. How tiny the people are to this building that they're on. Look at that. Look at that. And the building just don't stop right here. No, man, the building goes all the way down below. Look at the foundation of this. Whatever this is setting on, it's only the top of what's down below the water. Look at the transitioning over here in the corner. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the transitioning of this part of the structure down here. Look at that. They give this thing a date of construction. Okay. They probably give it a narrative of a builder too. This thing was here long before. How do you build like that? Again, this is out on the ocean, man. This is out on the water right here. Okay. I'm sure not every day is as pleasant as this day was. There's a lot of stormy days, I'm sure. How did they build this then? How did they build underneath here then to put the foundation for what's up top? Look at it. See this line right here, how smooth cut it is? See the edge of where people can't go beyond or they'll fall over? Look how rounded it is. Look how perfectly it comes around. Look at that. It's obviously part of what's down below it. Look how massive it is. And it's all part of this structure that all of this is setting on top of. This is all old world back here. Look at the brickwork back here. Look at this. This is all part of the X factor up in here. See that? Look at that. Look at that. This was hit too, man. This was hit too. Look at this tech right here. See that? They got tech right here. Boom. This is all grid component. This is all technology right here is what we're looking at. We mistake it as a building. It's technology. This is energy collection gathering. This is something happened to this realm. And look how it wraps all the way back down here to the bottom right. And look at this wall. It's all wall. Look below it. This is all a wall sank down into itself. Look at that. It's all part of a massive structure. That's how big this realm is. That's right. Your islands are the tops of melted buildings. Bam. Deal with it. Yeah, baby, here we go. Here we go. I showed this a few weeks ago, just touching on it again if you're new up in here or if you haven't seen it yet. Posted this one up in Melted Red Brick University a couple of weeks ago. Again, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 parts of a massive structure right here. Part of the same structure, but just 3 sections of it. Yep, exactly what I see. I'll start in the front. We got this big bulge, this big pocket of crystallized material right here. See it? This is in the foreground. This is in front of us, then this one, and then this one goes behind the third one, or behind the second one back there. See that? This is the first one. That glob in the front right there, in my opinion, is part of a structure, part of a renditioning. It's part of a renditioning that crystallized out and is fell down into the melt, into the hottest part of the melt, actually. And this right here, which I was just scanning for you right here, I believe to be such rendition. See how it's different than the melt around it? See the color differentials right in here? See just everything about this in here is different than the melt around it? See how it's got its own little pocket right here that doesn't look like anything over here? See that? See this right angle of something right here? See that? This is part of the renditioning, part of the structure. We got lines down here. See the lines? See the rendition? See the crystallization in this right here? Okay. See this right here? This line right here that starts forming? See how it starts forming around this here? See the expansion coming around this thing right here, enveloping it? See it? See how it comes down here? And we got like a vertical piece right here. Comes down right here. It's got renditioning in it. See how it's kind of folded different? See the scorching in it right here? See it? It looks like part of the renditioning. I'm seeing something right here like a upper shoulder area, torso area, head getting crushed, expansion, compression. In my opinion, anyway. In my opinion, anyway. Then the second one here, this collapsed over. See this? It comes all the way down here. And it goes this way, just like that one pick where that one big piece just like this fell over. See it? See how it came this way? Boom. Down into the melt behind this first piece. See that? And even down here, this is like a column piece right here. Okay. See how when we come down here, this is all C14'd out up in here. See how bright all this red up in here, carbon 14? As we come down here, see the color differentials getting lighter, getting more cooked out. See it? White. See it? See it? C14 starting to bleed out. See it? We got crystallization shooting all the way down this thing now. See it? All this white. It's very hot. Crystal. This one, crystal. White crystal. See it? See it how it's in the block right here too? See the white crystal, a little pocket right here? See that? Another little form of crystallization going on right here. See how this was very hot, man, as it came down. The heat intensified, man, and just crystallized the shit out of this. Look how it's eggshelling apart, man. This looks rendition-y as well in the crystallization. The flow of it's got some kind of artistic flow to me. See how it's crystal down in here too? I believe to be part of this renditioning right here. See how it melted out here? We got crystal here, but we got C14 up in here. But we got some funky looking black scorching up in here. It's part of this. I believe this to be part of a rendition as well. In my opinion, man. In my opinion, man. So we got piece number 1 down here. We got piece number 2 right there. We just covered it. Now we're going to go to piece number 3. Again, I believe to be another rendition that came down in the melt. It went down the same angle as this center piece right there. And it's back here. Again, see how the highlighted area in red, see how the melt's different from the bottom to the top? See the color differentials are different right here from the bottom to the top? Right here, my cursor is outlining, I believe, that to be the top piece of a headpiece of a rendition right here. Torso piece down here, head dress up here. And this has the same kind of thing that they do in Egypt right here. See this melted mess right here in the center right there? That's like you see in them fucking headdresses of the pharaohs and shit. All melted as fuck, fell over. Expansion up in here, see it? Part of the structure coming down, squeezing it right here, see it? It's coming down and squeezing this right here, down into the melt. The bottom here is applying pressure, and this is coming down and squeezing it. In my opinion, man, that's all. That's all. It's just my opinion. The way I see shit. You know those renditions on castles where you got angels coming out? You know how they got that beautiful display of the angel kind of floating out? You know, they got the arms and it's got the gown on it. I kind of see this right here. I kind of see this right here. Could be me, man. Yeah, baby. I like to get into the evidence, man. I do. I like to get it, different clips, different cuts, popping it, you know, doing what I can, man. Doing what I can just to get people to fucking see what I'm talking about. Just to see what I'm talking about. And I know you do, crew. I know you're catching on. You see it. And if you don't, you're starting to use your own critical thinking, man. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm just showing you what I see. Okay? I'm just showing you what I see. Describing it the best way that I can. Popping it, taking color out, bringing out definition and detail. As much as I can. Just trying to show, man. Just trying to show. Take evidence just like this right here, man. And I know this shit there. I know what this is, man. I know what this is. I know on each side of the pick right here, we got a column. because that's what we're looking through is an aperture, a massive arch that was once there. Okay, arches have to have columns. Here's one. Goes up this side of the left side of the arch. Look at the right angle down here. Look at the texture. See this? This is structure, man. This is structure. This is building right here. Look at the cut edge on this right here in the brick. Look at that in the structure. See it? Look at the C14. See it? This side over here, man, I try to get into these pockets and get in as much as I can. Brick structure inside right here of this arch right here, this part up here. This is rock curtaining over right here. We got brick because it's a building. We got something right here as well. Structure. Yeah, man. Go to this one real quick, then I'm going to take a quick drink. Again, man, obviously a building. I mean, again, here's your arch. That's a big arch, man. Not only that, it had other arches down here. See? Another arch over here. See? Another arch down here. Aperture. See the shell of the brick right here? Look, out of all this right here, we got this piece right here. This is the shell of the structure. See this white chalky looking cooked out shit that goes down here to the water? This is the shell of the structure. This is the egg shelling part, but this is the outside shell of the structure right here. You can even see straight lines right here, like a triangle kind of look. Right here. You can see the expansion. See the expansion in it? See the internals up in here expanded out? Color differentials. Color differentials show us a lot, man. This massive part of it over here, this is the other part of the structure over here. This one's stacking down, kicking back right here. See the angle of this over here? Look. Starting to go back this way. It's coming down, but it's kicking back this way. Again, the color differentials right here. Again, compression, expansion, sinking down, disintegration, leaving parts of the shell exposed. Look at this up here, top left up here. See this right over here? Egg shelling out. Look at that. Walls. See the walls egg shelling out right here? Fracturing, egg shelling out. Look. Sinking down, pushing it together as it implodes, man. All right, fam, I'm going to do this real quick. It'll come center. See who's back here. See who's back here. Let me get a drink real quick. Brick love, one love to you and yours. Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe. Give me a quick second, fam. Doug, Mesa Melt, there you are. Good to see you, Doug. Join me if you got it. Yeah, fam, here we are. The chill out zone, fervent eat. Just going through some evidence quick tonight. Just kind of breaking it down with you, fam. Being up in here once again, representing, because that's what it's about. You know, most of you do know Spartan and I have been coming up in here for quite a while with quite a few. And, you know, things happen. And, you know, sometimes he needs a little time off. Sometimes I need a little time off. Sometimes you need a little time off. I get it, man. It's part of the human condition. It's part of what we're going through. You know, what we all recognize to be going on. You know, there's a lot going on. A lot of changes supposed to be happening. You know, it all affects us outside of the melt. And, you know, we just go with the winds of change, man. We have no choice but to put our kites up and enjoy it. You know, being true to ourselves, being true to others. Maybe we haven't been in the past, but it's never too late to start. That internal change, that overcoming of the perception deception. Yeah. We got Melted Syracuse up in here. Bruce, there you are. Mr. Beast fan, there you are, brother. Aster, Juju up in here. Good to see you, baby. Indeed. We got Nate X, man. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you back. Amazing Melt, absolutely. Melanie Miranda up in here. Curtis 47. Absolutely. Eli, there you are. Zap, zap, brother. You snuck in on me when I was hunting on the melt there. Yeah, Eli's been around forever. Eli goes way back. Solid meltologist right there. Absolutely. Watchful Warrior, there you are, dude. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you getting out there with Curtis, Shawnee, David, Patty G, you know, doing your thing. You know, I love it. I tune in all the time. You guys put stuff up. I'm all over it. I love watching it. You know, it's great. You know, there's a lot of people posting up evidence. Wildman Gaz out there, man. Wildman Gaz is on fire, dude. Love seeing you out there on the hunt with your cam, out doing the middle of the public, staying away from them, getting back into the melt. You know, Wildman Gaz, I love you, dude. Your work is solid, dude. It's brilliant, man. And, you know, you should be raising attention out there for people to get to see this. You know, you're kind of like Tom Tom down in Australia. You know, Tom Tom, get out there and, you know, drag people over and show them what he's talking about. You know, that's the passion. That's the drive inside you to wake people up to this, because it is a reality. And Wildman Gaz is out there too doing that, you know. And Watchful Warrior and your crew out there, same way, man. You know, why not? You know, it's an absolutely brilliant way, getting on boots on the ground and going out there. you know. There's so much that I want to go do. There's so much that I want to go see. You know, it's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah, we got Melanie up here too. Doug Mazamel, absolutely. Just scrolling the chat, fam. Melanie. Mark Jameson, MRBW, another one. Crystal, or Krista Coding, absolutely. Krista here too. Mark and Krista. There you go. Absolutely. Red Bricks, Chief Joseph, Black Mirror Walker. Yeah, brother. Chief just posts up, man. I love it, man. See his stream go up, you know, and I'll try to fly in and give him a little love, man, and represent. And, you know, Chief just real, man. He just gets up and talks what he knows. And, you know, it's a great way to come across, man. Being raw and real with people, you know, represent the melt heads out there, you know. People start taking interest, man. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. A lot of brick love going on in the chat. Just scrolling through, fam. Yeah, we'll dive back into some melt. We'll get there. Give me a quickie. Again, big love out there to Meltology 101, Jen, Truth Seeker 69. Big love, sweetheart. Can't wait to go out and scratch around in the dirt more, in the brick ash more, and do some more finds. Go back up to Cheehaw and kick around. You know, top notch. One of the pathfinders of Meltology. She actually coined the term Meltology. You know, just an absolute wonderful person and brilliant meltologist. And, you know, like, share, and subscribe. Meltology 101, TTS 69. Been breaking it down from the get-go so we could all get here to where we are now. And we love you for that, sweetheart. Thank you. You know, that's what it's about. You know, we got a lot of new people coming up in here and stuff, you know, and getting turned on to the melt and seeing and posting up. And most of the stuff that's posted up, you know, we've seen 100,000 times over, but still amazing to me. And I love to comment on it. And I love seeing people see it and post it up as their evidence. That's what it's about, man. You know, so it's good to see that. There's a lot of stuff out there that's new being posted up because new people are coming in. More content, man. More vacations that they went to. More stuff, more evidence that they have, you know, more boots on the ground on their part. You know, this is how people start waking up, man. It comes fast. And we see it in Melted Red Brick University. Our subscribers are just really growing daily. Just, it's incredible. So, you know, this is a labor of love for all of us, and we've done this together. And we're still doing it now. And, you know, I'm honored to be here for the cause. The awakening, the apocalypse. Because I love flying my kite. Let's go, baby. Get back into some more evidence. Yeah. Here we go. Let me grab this screen once again. I'll tell you what, let me do this real quick first. Patty G, there you are, baby. Oh, Patty, good to see you, sweetheart. Good to see you, Patty G. There you go, fam. If anybody wants to come in real quick, go ahead and do that. I'll hang out for just one more little quick minute, and I'll dive back in more into some evidence. We'll see what this mad world is made of. Right on, Curtis. Oh, lovely, Patty. Glad to hear that, honey. Enjoy. Enjoy. All right, fam.
Familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've
internals. How big this is in the back. And look at the voids that we have in the melt right here. You got to look past the ship. Look past the boat railings. We're paying attention to the melt behind it. Implosion site right there. You see this drop right here? All this coming down right here? See all this foreground right here? See how it's all coming down? And it kind of canyons back up in here. See this? This dropped. All of this used to be up here. All of this used to come across right here. This is our implosion site right here, where this building collapsed in here. Sinking down, coming around, coming forward. See the balloon rocket, see the brick, see the block in it? Look at that. Right there. See the block? Hold on. See the block in it? The chunks of the structure disintegrating down. See? Structure, pocket. Disintegrating down. And this too. See how this slopes down right here? See how all this is sloping down? It's getting expanded from the inside out and it's imploding, seeping down into itself. Liquefaction. The outer skin of this thing eggshelled the fuck out and everything was squeezing through the cracks. See it? See it? This implosion, it dragged this down. Look at the angle of this piece right here. See how just the color differential just drops right here? Look. See how it slopes down? This whole piece right here just drops. Here's an arch back in here. This is the top of the arch right here. Where's the rest of the arch and why is it angled back and down into it? C-14 loaded. Crystallized out right here. This is the one. Look at this right here. Okay, look at the size of this. This is maybe the Golden Gate Bridge in California. I don't know, but look at the boat. Look at the people. Okay, it's a real spot right here. And this is the underneath of this foundation of this bridge right here. Right automatically with this, the color differentials pop out to me on the belt. See how it's all dark and red and green over here and orange, and see the dark and red, green and orange, but then we get into right here. Ghosted out aperture. This crystallization, in my opinion, in this piece of the expansion here, is on the outer shell. The outer shell, and then all this 14 is expanding, coming out, and this is very hot. All this highlighted material, all this bright, blurry material, very, very hot, hotter than everything else around. And see how it all crystallized out up here too? See that? But we see gaps in here. See this right here, this dark gap? This goes back in there. This is an internal right here. All this right in here, all these dark little verticals and shit, these are internals right here. Internals right here. And as we come down right here, we see the crystallized flat part of the shell right here, in my opinion. And we have two right angle apertures right here beside each other. One here and then one in here. And we got another one that melted out over in the expansion. And you can see the verticals going up here. It's all going crystal. This is all expanded out internals right here. We can almost see like a grid patterning in this right here. Look. See this kind of grid patterning right here? Verticals this way, see that? And then horizontals this way. Color differentials, see it? And again at the bottom, ghosting out the apertures and the C14. In my opinion, man. Just surfing them out, baby. Hanging 10 on the flow. Hanging 10 on the flow. High elevation lidar. High elevation lidar pick right here. Looking down on the melt through an algorithm, through a lidar filter. And we can see the structural layout at the top of this thing, like a circuit board, like a melted grid system. Some old renditions of this, some old 1800 sketchings of this area. San Francisco. renditioning. This is a drawing of San Francisco. Through it, these fronts already established right here. The timeline of their so-called history, it does not pencil out. It does not critically think. These structures were pre-existing. All of this ocean front right here existed. Here's the implosion site. High elevation pick, same area we just been looking at. High elevation pick will be down below San Francisco. Down underneath the water.
Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen.
Straight down into the implosion pocket. How hot it was when it went down in there. Look how hot it was. Look right here along the edge. See the remains. Fucking structure. Get this right angle right here. Our counter sinks down. Look at our color differentials. Look at our lawns, man. We're down underneath right here, right off the edge. It goes down under the water, however far, down into the deep. It's all straight edge. Look at this. Look at this. This is the implosion site. This thing sank down into itself. Wall smashed into the wall as it came down, leaving pockets in the center. This is structural right here. This long piece that goes from here, we can see the C14. It gets too blue if I do that. If I back it down just a little bit, we can see the C14. We can see the structure in it. See the lines coming across? See all the internal dark pockets in there in rows? Look, it comes this way. Look, and it goes right down into this sink. It collapses. It all comes down right in here. We even got the structure right here off of the water. Look. Above water, we have structure. See it? Down below, we got this canal. The water comes through. See that? See, it's all structure. It's all interconnected. Look at the right angle down here as it goes down into the water. We go down into the water. Look at that. This is macro right here. I know y'all are out there going, bullshit. Well, you haven't seen anything. the amount of evidence that we've covered under the floodwaters, over the floodwaters, in between. I mean, everything in this. Antarctica to the Arctic. I mean, and we're still finding more and more every day. Every day. This is light work eye candy for Melted Red Brick University Eagle Eye crew. Meltologists 101 everywhere out there, seeking the truth is what we do, man. And we show you with the evidence, man. How do you build like that? Come on now, this thing's been there forever. Just the walkway through it. Look at that. The walkway had to come first. Look. It's all about seeing. It's all about observing. How do you build like that? Older pick, 1800s, I think Russia. I'm not for sure. It's obvious what they're standing in front of. How do you build like that? Who are these people? Were they military? They look organized. Who are these people? Are they royalty? Are they just spectators? This guy looks to be in some kind of a uniform. Got some kind of a hat on. Military cap. I don't know, man. Was this part of the reset? Get into these older pics, man, you get into some different types of evidence, like who these people are and what are they doing. We broke this down before. This is an excavation. They're uncovering this shit. Getting ready for the new civilization coming on, being rebuilt. Kind of like what we're seeing today, but a more out of a X level. All the way behind this piece right here. Now look at the whole picture. What about back there? This is street level up here. On the back side of this, it goes down. This goes maybe down 2 levels, maybe street level after that. But this is all wall back. This is all wall back. Look, that's structure. Obviously, everything in this is structure. This is a early 1900 pit right here. Early 1900. You think about it, these guys right here, who knows, 20s, 30s, 40s, okay? Let's say this was 1900. This picture from 1900 kind of looks like it might be higher by the technology they're using. Just wouldn't let there's a block it to happen, okay? Doesn't look like there's any hydraulic anything going on. So this was early 1900. Okay. Now by our history, 1900, subtract 100 years, what do you have? Well, you have the 1800, right? Okay. Well, 25 years before that was the supposed Revolutionary War. This was all frontier and wilderness. This spot right here was supposed to be. All this was put up in 100 years. All of it brick. Massive expansion coming off right here. See how it's starforting down? See the angle of it right here? See how it's coming down and it's pushing all this out, expanding out right here? Look. Balloon rocks at the bottom. Look. Boom. Boom. Very hot. Going very hot. Very malleable. Pushing out. Pushing out. See the brick line? See the block line in it? Expansion. See how it's bulging it out? Changing the state of matter in it. Look. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we went from wall to that. Come on now. Look at that shit. That's a brick wall right there, man. All of that is brick. What the fuck's wrong with that picture? What do you think, sweetheart? What's going on here, baby? I love looking at these pics of so-called war, war happened, it bombed or whatever, these old world buildings like this right here, because they can say whatever narrative they want. Okay, I'm looking at certain evidence and this kind of stuff. For me, I always like to go with the foundation. I like to go with the bottom and work my way up. And once again, right here, whether this place was bombed from an air raid bombing, it doesn't matter. I'm looking at the state of matter and the structure of this brick right here. And I can tell you right now, you don't build like that. And this wasn't here with no fucking bomb. This right here is melted together. This is melted brick right here. Which tells me that everything here was X factor. Everything is foundation, all metal. And as we work our way up here, you can kind of see that. In the brick, in the evidence, in the texture, in the expansion, in the crystallization. See? Look at the back side of this right here. The back side of this structure back here. Look at this. Look what happened right there. Look at the transitioning going on right there. Look at the transitioning of the brick up here. Look how fucking melty that was up there. Look at that shit. It's breaking away from the narratives that we've been taught. Emptying your cup, if you will. Coming in, knowing nothing, just observing, analyzing, critiquing. Forming a hypothesis, man. We see that the narratives that we've been taught are misleading. They're very deceptive. Just a pick like this, man, I knew that this right here was already existing, this arch feature right here. And then I look at the undulation of the ground behind the guy. It goes uphill, obviously. Then we got this shit in the middle of it. Just sitting there, tapering into the landscape. This is a wall going into the melt here. Another wall coming across here. And then we got another wall that comes off this way. All of this makes up this hill slope right here. This is all structure. This comes down and takes a right angle bend, goes this way. And then we got another line underneath right here. Wall. Part of the structure. Sinking down into the melt. Sinking down into the melt. This wasn't dug out. This is part of the structure. This is part of this over here. You clearly see the wall right there. Going into the wall over here. And see how it goes back here even. The bottom of this fence right here. See how this comes over the top right here. See that? This bridges over the top right here. See that? Boulder Pick, 1800s. Boulder Pick, 1800s. This is in the melt right here. This is structure coming up this way. You can see it. You got vegetation going around here. We got terracing, structure. I know this is an older pick, but I bring this one out for a reason. Because this is I'll just let the evidence show you. We see all this in the front. But let's look at the back. We're looking at a long distance right here. This is the back, way back in the back, the horizon. This is the back of the mountain, of the hillside. All in the melt flow, man. All pre-existing. Even the canal coming through here. Look how straight that, look how the curve is right here. Look at that. Look at how it just, all this is in the melt. This is all walls right here, people. All this you see the water button up against, this is all structure. This is the magnitude. This is a hydraulic tech piece right here. This is all created. All of this that's setting on the melt here, the way the melt's coming down, this is part of the melt too. This is part of this massive fucking, whatever this landscape is, whatever part, I mean, it's amazing to me, man. It's amazing to me. As you can see, I get into this shit. I know it's real. This is the evidence. This is the evidence talking to me here. This is the hillside. This is going up. This all tapers up. All this structure, all this stuff down here, it all goes uphill here. All goes uphill here. Look at that. Look what the fucking hill is. Look at the goddamn hill. Look at the lines through this. Look at the grid patterning in this. All the way up. All the way up, man. The structure. Fucking arch right there. You got a rounded right here. Right up top there. Right up top. And this all underneath here is fucking solid structure. Another aperture getting sunk in down here. Crystallized out. Arch up here. Look at it. Aperture right here. This is the expansion. The heat differentials right here, highlighting the expansion of the structure. Apertures just peppering up in here. Look. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. All up in here. All here, here, here. Look, the whole fucking background is a building. Part of it, this is all implosion site terracing right here. I don't know, man, just my opinion. Just my opinion. Early 1900s, I don't know. The hat right there, what, 20s? Maybe the 20s, the style right there. Looking out. Major tech back here. Exactly what it is. It's tech. And this whole wall right here and everything he's walking in is heat damage structure. All of it. You can even see the wall back here. See the dark line coming this way? Look. It's in the melt, man. It's in the melt. Late 1800s. Man, you find the melt everywhere. Out in the middle of the sticks, man. There you go. I mean, come on, man. I mean, look at that shit. That's out there in the middle of the sticks, man. All covered with vegetation. Yeah, baby, red brick. Yeah, we get lit, we talk shit, and we watch bricks do magic tricks, man. We do. How do you build like that? How do you build like this? This is your geology, okay? This is what they're telling us. This is geology. Well, I see some symmetry. I see some consistency here. I do. Do you? Do you see the consistency here? One, two, three, four. Evenly spaced. Down below, we got a consistent vertical flow here. Watch, you count it. See all this compression, expansion. Once again, these things are speaking down. But look at the consistency of this right here. This, this, this. This here is coming out at an angle. This is getting squeezed right here. Between this over here and this, these two pieces right here get squeezed. See this scorching and crystallization going on here? Temperature increasing right here too. Expansion, compression, it's getting squeezed. You can see it coming out further. This is recessed back. You got this one here. Then all this is consistent. Down, vertical, vertical. And every vertical, look. See? All vertical across the bottom. Scorched out expansion. Boom. See? Look at that. These go back. They don't just, this isn't just all of it right here. See how they recess back into the tree? All connected to the back part right here. See, it goes back. These are all crystallized out. These are so fucking hot. Look at the top of them. Look at that. Like the end of a burnt wire right here, doesn't it? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Building. That's structure. That's brick. Imploding down. It looks like we got a stack forming this right here too. Floating down, stacking. Coming down right here. Actually kind of leaning out at the top right here. See how it's coming out further up here? Coming this way further up top. See it? It's almost like there's a buckling going on right here. See it? See it? I don't know, baby. You're just reading the melt, man. Just reading the fucking melt, man. How about you? Yes. Yes. All of it, structure. All of it is building.
The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you.
The shell, flat part, shiny right there. The shell, eggshelling apart, sinking down. We even have a vertical piece coming up right here. See this right here? This piece coming up right here. Here's the block foundation for the bottom of it. Look, going right there to the middle. See the straight line right there? See that? This is the foundation for this right here. See it? If it goes up, look, fucking building down. All of it is structure. All of it, all the way down through there, structure. Every bit of it. This is the top. This is the top. Shards just fucking exposed up top. Block. Look, block, fucking block, brick, expansion. Look, fuck, man. I don't know, fam. Look at the gaps back here. Look at these verticals going up right here. And then there's space behind them. Look. There's a right angle wall coming down right there. Look. Fucking look. Skyline. See? Comes out. Skyline. Pushes up here. See that? Right angle drop. Bam. Straight down. Straight down. Scorched out shit up in here. Structure. That's my point. Building. Structure. Here's the outer part of it here. There's a gap. There's a gap between this one too. See it? A gap. Internals. Structure. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. It's right there, baby. Most want to just write it off to geology. Let the academics tell you what the fuck it is. Yeah, baby. That's a lot easier, right? That's a lot easier, huh? Look at that. This is all structure. Vegetation growing all over. We got a water source down there as well. Was this part of this structure in here? It is a building. Look, there's a fucking arch here. You're going to see it every goddamn time. Where there's arches, there's columns. Okay? Where there's columns, there's structures. It's that simple. It's that simple. We see an implosion right here. See this building, this part of the building right here? See that? All this down here where the green's growing on it right here? That's the top of it. This is the implosion of the structure right there. You can even see it. This back part here. Drop straight. Boom. This. Boom. Right into the belt. Right into the belt. The belt's right here. Take away the trees. Take away all the green. The melt's down here below the water. The water had to go somewhere. Collection spot here, or was this already an existing body of water amongst these structures right here? We don't know, but we do know that these are. See the block lines? See the C14? Look. See the expansion fracture? Look. See the transitioning right here? People are going to go, oh, that's just a slate mine. That's just a slate mine. What the fuck is all this back here? That slate? That slate? Is that crystallized? No. No, that's not crystallized. This is crystallized. This is crystallized. This is crystallized. And it's heat damaged. Look. You can actually see ghosting of vertical pieces right here. Trying to pop the color differential so you can see the ghosting. See your vertical. See this right here? See this right here? This color differential right up in here. See this pocket right here? Look inside of it. See more of the ghosting of the structure? Look. See it? Fuck. Expand it out. Ghosted. See this expanded ribbing going right here? This vertical ribbing right here? And we got this line right here. See the C14 in it? See the carbon 14? See the brick in it? See the scorching going on in it? Even over here, look. crystallized shell in the expansion of this, whatever this part of the structure was. I know people are going to say, oh, it's fucking boring. Well, you don't see it the way we see it. You're not looking at it. It's like we're looking. We're breaking it down. This is a fucking block. There's a right angle right here. Got another right angle right there. This is structure. This is structure. This is fucking building. Okay. That's building construction. And we know that in the crystallization, we see the evidence too many times. This electrical heat energy, it was like a fucking, oh man, big flash. You know them old time cameras where they made the big flash and blinded fucking everybody? A million times worse than that. And it imprinted like an X-ray. Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe as I fervent heat up in here, enjoying my evening with you. Wiley, there you are, brother. There you are. Yeah, I know, Wiley. I know, bro. I know, man. I know. Good to see you, dude. Shawnee B up in here. Shawnee. Patty G, Curtis 47, Melted Syracuse, Eli Buchanan, Watchful Warrior, Melanie. Brother. Brick love to you, sir. I know you're there. I know you are. Hope you're having a great evening. Nadax, Beast. There y'all are. There you all are. All right, fam. I'll come back out here just a quick second. Cheers. That's right, it's I, Fervent Heat, back up in here. Melted Red Brick University, like, share, and subscribe. This creation, this platform, this forum of deep thinkers, created by Spartan Red, Laughing Eagle, 007 Dread, the Meme King, the Ruthless Killer, baby. Like cunt, top cunt. Absolutely. Brick love, one love to you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, man, we're just chilling here for a second. I'm getting another hit of my coffee. Be ready for the Sunday Easy tomorrow. Scheduled up, 4 o'clock, same time. We'll be breaking down the page, the Eagle Eye Crew, and doing what we do, fam. If you want to grab that link, come on in. Cool, hang out, break down the melt, do some dialogue with it. Want to come up and show some evidence. That's what we're here for. It really is. Kind of like our outlet, our live stream. And you can go on other platforms too. True Seeker 69, Meltology 101, Jan, breaking it down with Shepu and Ceiling Fan Man this week. Coming up, set your reminder for that. Forget what day it is, Curtis, maybe you might know, I think Wednesday. So, you know, we all enjoy that as well, being together. That's what it's about, man. For me, always has been. Tried, but you know, human conditions, man. Fucking shit, life experiences going on around this. Fuck, man. Your hours got cut back. Your rent's fucking due. I get it, man. I get it. The stressors, dude. The fucking stressors they got us living. It truly is, man. It truly is the stressor. Let me do something here with it. See if I saved it. Don't look I did. Don't look like I did. That's all good though. I had a quote by somebody. We'll find it later. We'll find it later, man. Because we're on the hunt. And we're coming for you. We are. We're coming for you. And we're begging you to wake up and fucking see, okay? You know, that's what we do, man. That's what we do. That's who we try to be. Meltologists, brickologists out there in this melted realm, bringing you it, showing what this realm is made of, baby. I know, it is a mind blow. It is. We get it, man. We get it. Or at least some of us do. You know, and that's what it's about. Yeah, man. Because we all come in here, man. Our histories intertwine with each other. And, you know, who knows where we all really come from anyway, where, man. We might be related to one of these kids. Yeah, man. We might be related to one of these children. Yeah. This is who was brought out to fill up the gaps in the new societies created, man. Yes. They were shipped out like packages, parcels. Yes, ordered. Yes, they were ordered up, man. Yes, by the thousands and thousands and thousands, not just here in the States, but in Australia too, in many other of these countries too. These children were just shipped all over the fucking place. Where'd they come from? Where's their parents? Why are they so homeless? Why are there so many orphans? Yeah, man, we get into this shit too because it comes into the reset. It comes into the X Factor event. It comes into the great lie that we've all been fed, man. The great lie that we've all been fed. You know, because we all are truth seekers, man. We really are. We're truth seekers. We're truth seekers on where we're from, who we are, what technology is being hidden from us. Why are we paying for it when it used to be fucking free? Okay? Where do these buildings who really built this kind of shit? Because the time frames we've been given are lies. We know it. It just doesn't add up. Okay? We see the deceptions, man. We don't care if we're called crazy. We got the evidence to prove it. Little work soldiers, man. All they want is workers. They don't want free thinkers. Fuck no. How can they make money off of you if you got your own mind and your capacity to function on your own? Make your own decisions, man. They don't want that. They want you fucking controlling their shit and making them their money. That's what it's always been about, man. It's always been about the struggle. The struggle. People scrapping to get by. These motherfucking buildings were here already. These streets were paved. Look at that shit. That's all brick, man. These buildings were here prior. You know, this is what we're saying, man. Thank God they got living ones. Right? Wonder what happened to the ones that aren't living. Wonder what happened to that. What's going on here, man? This is 1800s, dude. This is 1800s and they're fucking, what are they doing, man? Incubating babies? Where are all these fucking pregnant women at? Where are all these pregnant women at birthing these babies, man? Why are these babies coming out of a fucking place like this, man? Where do they get their stock from? That's what I'm getting at. How long have they been fucking with shit? You know? So who are we really? Hey, man, if you're a deep thinker, you're in the right spot. This is the way children were treated, man. Look at that shit. Right up against the melt. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Right up against the old world structures, the melt. You got them treated like this. Look at it. Guys don't even have fucking shoes on. Look at that shit. Don't even have shoes on. You know? This could be your grandparents. Your great-great-grandparents. We don't know, man. Yeah, we go deep. We do, man. We get into all kinds of shit. We're into the melt, absolutely. But this goes directly into it. The melt umbrella is all of this shit. Okay? Humanity has been hijacked and made into indentured servants. If you're beating a job to death and you got just enough money to pay rent and provide you just enough food to make it till the next payday, that's not freedom, that's indenture. There's no economic expansion for you at all. You're in a stagnant state of debt. You're in a stagnant state in the system. It's time to open your minds, people. Expand it. It's all about thought processes and energies, man. They divide us, they separate us through hate and anger and cultural pop icons. They destroy masculinity and attack femininity. Got to break on through to the other side, man, to the other side. It's been an honor tonight being up here once again in the chill out zone, breaking it down like I do, fam. We'll kick back in the comments here real quick. Watchful Warrior, there you are. Wiley, Mr. Beast. Yes, fam. Yeah, I apologize for last weekend. All I can say is, fucking shit happened. You know, I know you all weren't fretting out there. We'll be back. Spartan's taking a little hiatus right now, resting up. He's getting physically better, and that means he's got to get up and work at being physically better. Gets him tired, man. And, you know, Devin Mike 69, I know you're going through the same thing, brother. One love, brick love to all of you and yours. I know you're facing your challenges as well. And many of you out there are facing other challenges that got you trying to get better. All our love to you and yours. And, you know, it's all about positive vibes, baby. It is. It's about that mindset. When you feel the man dragging you down, when you feel the pressures piling up, dive into the melt, man. Do some research. Connect with some of the groups, some of the fam. Take your mind off of the matters, because the matter doesn't mind. All right? Give yourself that respect that is due. I love you. I do. Again, set your reminder for the Sunday Easy. We will be back. Bradley, there you are. Bradley Coding. Brick Love, brother. Glad I caught you. Oh, that's Curtis. Where'd you go, Brad? Where'd you go? There you are. Right on, brother. Brick Love to you. Congratulations again to you and your lovely wife, Krista. And, you know, new moderators up here in Melted Red Brick University. And honored to have you. Blessed to be with you. Thank you so much. Absolutely, fam. Set your reminders tomorrow for the Sunday Easy, baby. And we'll break down the melt again. And you will have a chance to come up in and help me out with the page if you wish. Break down some evidence that you got as well. All right, fam. Brick Love, One Love. We will see you tomorrow.